I really like salad, actually. And I don't know if this happens to you, but if I have like one kind of food, like too much, if I have too much of it, then like my body needs to have whatever the opposite is. Does that happen to you? So like today, all I had was bagels, right? It's just bread, which is tasty, but that's all I had. So my stomach was like, David, you gotta have green stuff. And sometimes I'll just get bags of kale and just eat the kale, just like chips. When I feel like that. That doesn't happen to you?
No, I mean it kind of does, but my food groups are usually meat and not meat. So if I ate a bunch of bread, I just want meat. If I eat a bunch of salad, I just want meat. Actually, to be honest with you, if I eat a lot of meat, then actually I want pasta.
You like pasta a lot.
I love pasta. Every restaurant we go to, I get spaghetti.
You get either spaghetti or, like, it's always noodles.
Right, Sometimes I get like a French dip sandwich or something like that.
It's not always noodles, but it's often it's usually noodles.
Yeah. Dude, wheat is like my favorite thing. I love bread. Like I said, I sniff bread, like it's cocaine or something like that. Like I will buy like bread, and I will just hold the bread up to my nose and just like inhale the bread in my nose. Like I don't actually inhale it, but I just love the smell of bread.
Well, I like bread too.
Bread
smell,
so
but
good,
I'm not sure I'd do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's going on in the world of
game news? Game news. All right, game news. Yes, bread addict, for sure. Okay.
I got pie at home. I have a homemade pie at home. I'm gonna go back home and there's gonna be
dude. You always have a pastry at home.
Fresh homemade
you have
pie.
always, dude. One time we came here to do the World Wars of UltraChen, you brought like a cranberry dessert.
Yeah, I was like, here's leftover cranberry pie.
Yeah, because the creator didn't think it was very good. And I was like, tastes fine to me. So yeah.
It's true.
Dude, pastries are amazing, so. But basically, Capcom announced that, I mean, they kind of hinted at it. I mean, there's no surprise. So they announced that there's going to be those 6 new characters, right? But they've announced that they're definitely going to keep trying to make more characters after that. There's a second round of characters they plan to make. And, you know, they're hoping it's going to be so successful that Ono said that he would like to support the game for like 5 years, at least 5 years, you know? Ultra Street Fighter 4 lasted, what, 7? Oh, Street Fighter 4 lasted...
It'll be about 7.5.
Yeah, 7.5, so it won't be a surprise, you know. And that's the nice thing about it, is because that they've already promised, and hopefully they fulfill this promise. You have a little bit of salad on the side of your mouth over here. There you go.
Thanks, James.
No, a little bit more. Okay, there you go. There you go.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, no problem, man. I'm there for you.
Thanks, dude.
I'm there for you. But since they said that you're never gonna buy, let's say the game comes out, and let's say it's not fun. Like a lot of people are like, oh, this is too simple or whatever like that, right? They'll just tweak it, they'll change it, and you'll never have to buy a new disc. That's what they said. So you'll never have to buy.
I think that's great. I mean, I would want them to support the game for a long time. I that's the kind of time frame that I think, like any serious fighting game, I think really deserves that much time. I mean, think about how much SF4 has changed. Think about how much Third Strike changed. Think about how much ST changed. Any game that has been out for a long time changes in interesting ways. And I always think it's too bad when developers have 2-year product cycles, or even a year in some cases. Some games. That always seems way too fast to me. So I would like it if it were 5 years.
It wasn't like Rise of the Incarnates. Like they're shutting down the server of that already, and that was like just at Evo. Like, hey, here's this new fighting game coming out, but I heard like it's not doing well. I don't remember if they're shutting the servers down or something like that.
Wasn't that nominated for Fighting Game of the Year on the Video Game Awards? I believe it was.
Anyways, next thing, obviously you can order Street Fighter V, pre-order it on PC right now for less than $50. They also have these crazy packages, one at GameStop that absolutely saves you no money whatsoever, but it comes with the Chun-Li stick. So, you basically pay for the ability to get that stick, because that stick is really hard to come by right now.
Yeah, that's true.
But it comes with a lot of cool things in there, as well. There's the Steelbook edition that's coming out in Europe that looks really nice.
It does look very nice.
Anyways, I want to get to the one that I really want to talk about here.
Do it.
Killer Instinct just announced a new patch that is going to alter their HUD.
Okay.
And this is the greatest thing ever because this is what I've wanted since the beginning.
I suspect you're being serious, but I need confirmation.
I am being 100% serious. And in fact, I want to secretly believe one of the reasons why Keats put this in here is because I talked to him specifically about this. When a combo is broken, it will show you which auto double they used and which breaker you put in there.
Oh, that is smart. That is smart.
When you get a lockout, the lockout now is a big red X that fades slowly so you see the time of the lockout. And the lockout symbol will change depending on what kind of lockout it was. It'll actually, I don't remember, the symbols like show you a clock. If you did it at the wrong timing, it'll be an exclamation mark. If you did it with the wrong strength, and all these stuff like that, right? So they're going to add the reversal display. So if you do a reversal, the reversal will show up, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, the combo breaker strengths, they'll actually show you which one the guy did to successfully break it. The lockout timer will show up. The lockout strength, they'll show you, like, yeah, see, there's an L, an M, and an H for the lockout. You hit the wrong one. There's a clock. There's an exclamation mark on there.
That is really smart stuff, I have to say.
And check this one out. If you are hit during the recovery of one of your moves, it will say punishment on screen. So if you get something blocked and then you attack back and you hit them before they recover, it will say punishment. So you know it wasn't that they just didn't block, it was that you caught them out of the recovery of their move. This is a first for fighting games, and I think it is so cool.
That's a really interesting idea. I'm really
think that's
surprised
really cool.
and impressed. I think that's very cool.
This, like, okay, so there was times at the run back I would actually commentate Killer Instinct, right? This makes me want to commentate it so much more.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is such a key thing for viewers. Because not only will viewers be able to see what's going on a lot more, but even the commentators will be able to be like, oh, like sometimes they break it before you even see a move come out because they just guessed. And you're like, right? But now if you see it, you'll be like, oh, he did this, a medium one and it got broken. Oh, that's the same one he did three times in a row.
Yeah.
Or if you see a lockout, it'll be like, oh, he got locked out with light. He's done light too many times. You know, you just get so much more information. You understand what the strategy of the game is a lot more. I actually honestly think that's super cool. Like it really makes me want to like commentate the game again.
I think I'm not kidding when I say I think that's really interesting.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I mean, KI is going to be coming out for PC in, I don't know, is it announced? I don't remember. Early next year.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Certainly.
But it's going to come out before Season 3. So it's going to be a Title 2.12 update.
Okay.
And I don't think they have a date for it just yet.
Okay.
But again, I just think that this is so important because we had talked about the Tekken thing, the slow motion, how much that adds to the viewer experience, right?
Yes.
This is why I love this change so much because it's going to add so much more to the viewer experience. Not only that, it's going to make the game a lot easier to understand if you pick up and play it. Right. If you're a PC player and you go and play it and you see what their combo breakers that you failed on and stuff like that, you can start processing patterns. If you don't recognize the medium attacks, and you keep breaking, it's like, medium, you failed, medium, you failed, medium, you failed. Well, this guy just does nothing but mediums, and you'll know to break it that way. It'll just help you reading the patterns and stuff like that a lot better.
That sounds cool, man.
I don't know. I'm super excited about it.
So it comes out in March, according to the chat.
Oh, okay.
Season 3. On PC, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we've been saying this. I expect the scene to grow once it's on PC. Certainly I'll give it a try. I imagine a lot of people will at least try it.
Yeah.
And if you can do anything to make it more approachable, then that's fantastic. It's a good time for it to happen. So that's cool.
Yeah, so lots of good stuff coming for that. So I'm super hyped for that.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited for that. Also, another game I'm super hyped for, Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator, has been announced that it is coming to North America in spring 2016. So if it comes out at that time, God, finally they're releasing it in America at a time that's not weird for EVO.
That's true, yeah.
God,
that's true.
You know, like Persona last year and everything like that, right? So if it comes out in spring in time, that means for sure Revelator will be the version we would play at EVO if it makes it at EVO. I'm super, dude. I wish it was spring now because I want my hands on that Johnny. So,
Yeah,
seriously, I'm super excited. Again, Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator heading to North America in spring, and that's not even that far after the Japanese release, I believe. So, yeah, within the time frame that they placed on the Japanese release too. So that's actually super cool.
That is very cool. I'm happy to hear that.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to Dizzy being in there and trying Dizzy.
Oh, that's right. She was the one that won, right?
She is.
Yeah. Now, they did announce that Xrd Sign is coming to PC, I think it was.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so hopefully it'll get upgraded to Revelator soon or something like that. So
Man, I feel like that is a must-buy for me.
Chinese food chef lady is best wife. Jam Kuralberry.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to support them making games for the PC.
Yeah.
I feel like that's worth it monetarily to give them whatever it is.
Yep. Also, we talked about this a long time ago, the Nessica cabinet at Round 1 Arcades, right? So in SoCal, so Blaze Blue Central Fiction, which is the latest update, which added 9 and a bunch, as a playable character and all that stuff, just came out in Japan. Thanks to the Nessica system, Round 1 here in Puente Hills in Southern California has it. It's like the first time ever that a game like that has come out in Japan and we've had it at the same time. So if you're in SoCal, if you're traveling to SoCal and you really want to check out this new version, head to Round 1 in Puente Hills. Hopefully this means it'll show up at a bunch of other Round 1s as well. But shout outs to Digital Distribution Systems.
Yeah, that is very nice.
That is allowing that to happen. So
Tager looks kind of cool in that version. You know his air half circle back. He sort of goes like this. Well, anyway, he has that move.
Okay.
And it used to just end, like it was a combo ender.
Mm-hmm.
But now he can continue moving in the air afterward.
It wasn't the elbow drop, was it? Or
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's kind of cool. He has a new move. Gadget Finger got nerfed though, which kind of sucks.
Okay. Dude, I've just seen so many videos
He looks
of
good, though.
the most ridiculous optimized combos that everybody can kill like 100% in like perfect setup situations. So, yeah, I'll be curious to see how that game is gonna go. So. But it's cool though. It's super cool. So definitely check that out if you get a chance. So if you're in SoCal. So obviously it's very unfortunate one area out of this entire country.
Yeah, right.
But hopefully, like I said, support it if you're in SoCal, and that'll encourage Round 1s at other locations to get it as well. So. Yes. Yes.
Right.
So they released a new promo for a game that will be on display at the PlayStation Experience, and that is King of Fighters 14.
Yeah.
In true PlayStation Experience, which will be coming out with PlayStation, not 1 graphics, but PlayStation 2 graphics. So.
Hey, just after the PS4 announced that you're going to have PS2 compatibility, just in time for KOF 14.
It's looking better.
It is looking better.
From build, every trailer, it's looking a little bit. In fact, someone actually put in a little interesting a video comparison, and there was actually a video where someone sleuthed something out that when like Kyo did like some fire move, like the background turned to look like a select screen, so it almost kind of revealed how many characters are going to be in there. But it looks a little bit better, but I'm going to tell you right now, the latest trailer, so they just revealed another trailer, and Andy Bogard showed up as a character. They confirmed Jail, Chang, and such like that. The animation of the game is really wonky.
You want to play it?
Okay, yeah, let's play it on here. So, let's do this screen capture. Yoink. There we go. Oops.
Don't forget to mute it.
Oh, that's right. Just in case, right? Okay, so.
Yeah, we're getting it set
up. Yes. Alright, here we go. So, boom, here we go.
Alright.
HD. King of Fighters, baby.
It's a great point for it. Yeah, it does look a little bit nicer.
Dude, I want to make sound effects, but it's just so hard watching this. Oh.
That's my sound. Ah, yes.
Playable at the
Playable.
PlayStation Experience.
Well, then I'll definitely be trying it once we go to we go to the Capcom Cup, because it'll
sure.
I guess it'll be there. Yeah, that's
Look,
cool. It does look a little bit better. The background is still weird looking. The floor still looks like it's not really there.
So the hardest thing to do when you go from a 2D game to a 3D transition, right? And this is all generated from, this has all been made very obvious thanks to Guilty Gear Xrd. Is that most of the time when you draw characters, especially, like, think about comics, think about graphic novels, you draw them in ridiculous poses and they're stretched, and in fact the view that you're drawing them, if you actually had them as real humans, they just look deformed like ridiculous
Yeah, that
amounts.
happens sometimes. Yeah.
Right? So there's that very famous thing where Sin does his super, then eats the food, and then the super kills the guy, and the camera pans around Sin,
Right.
and his
His
face
face
is
is all
just
weird.
like flattened like this way, just to make it look right.
Uh-huh.
So the hardest thing about going from 2D to 3D is that is one of the problems, is that you create this model, and the models are very rigid. So what they said about the Guilty Gear models is they designed them so that they were very stretchable. So like May's tiny short character, she has the wind pose where she's like, yay, and you see it from the top angle. And they showed a picture of what she looks like from the front, and she's like as tall as Faust. Like they had to like stretch her to get that angle to look right.
Yeah.
And that's the problem that I don't like about the way the game looks right now. Everything looks stiff. It's not dynamic enough. It's not stretched out enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Marvel 3 did a great job with that. You know, they get everyone in dynamic poses and stuff like that. In fact, Marvel 3 is one of the best ones. That was one of my complaints about Injustice, is that everyone just looks the same when they punch and kick and stuff like that.
Right.
So I'm worried about that aspect from KOF 14, but hopefully it'll get better.
You know,
as it goes.
it is looking a little bit nicer now than it did a couple months ago. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the worst part about it is that Arxis isn't even hiding their tech. They literally have like talks and articles like, here's how we did it.
Yeah.
And like, so you could totally copy it. You know what I mean? Like, I guess it's just a lot of work. So
I imagine it is.
Yeah.
Wasn't KOF 13 built off 3D models and then they turned them into sprites?
I think so. Yeah, that's what I'd heard.
Yeah,
so
me too.
It's too bad they didn't keep. I mean, that's a lot of work still.
I imagine it is. Yeah.
That's still a lot of work.
Very pretty game though.
Yeah.
Very good looking game that was. IMO.
You know, weird twist
Ooh,
of
this
news.
is cool.
A game has going to come out with its final update, as they call it, and that is Dive Kick. Dive Kick is coming out with the latest update, and they are adding a guest character to it. It is the Fencer from Nidhogg. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
The Fencer from Nidhogg. And he looks cheap.
Yeah, sort of.
Because he can throw his sword.
But he can drop the sword, or else he has to pick it up. I'm not 100% clear on how it works, but he doesn't always have the sword. Oh, are you going to play it?
Yeah, let's just play it here. So, there you go. Nidhogg, the Fencer, joins. And yeah, it's just really interesting how that's going to be. But right now, Dive Kick is out for a discounted price. And like they said, this is going to be the final update. So, it's guest character of Nidhogg. And it's funny that they even did this as a parody of Smash Brothers 2. Fencer joins the battle.
Yeah.
So look at that. He's got a projectile.
Yeah, he does. He does.
And then you can hit above his head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Character looks super good. But it looks like you said, he really has to keep the sword on him.
Right.
Somehow. I like how his foot meter here is just this. Like, that made me laugh. So.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. That's funny. Yeah, yeah.
So there you go.
That's very cool.
For edition, yep. Nidhogg guest character.
I think it's just $5 right now. It's, in fact, it says right there $4.99.
Yep.
So if you're interested, here's a good
permanent
time.
price reduction. So there you go.
Oh wow.
There you go. So
that's cool. He looks like a cool character. I had no idea that they were still planning to release anything for that game.
Yeah. I was actually surprised. So.
Yeah, same here.
But very cool.
Cool though.
Very cool. So.
Yeah, I saw tweets from them earlier today. They were saying that a lot of people were in ranked.
Really?
A lot of people were playing dive kick. Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Cool.
If it helps resuscitate the game, then that's fantastic.
Also, Skullgirls, Annie, a character who was never playable, but she was one of the votable characters, very popular amongst people who are familiar with Skullgirls lore. She's going to become one of the guest characters in Indivisible if the game gets funded. 10 days left. I think they're like $300,000 or $400,000 short right now, so hopefully they can get there in time. So Annie, from Lab Zero game in a Lab Zero game, not a surprise.
Yeah.
They actually just announced that they made a deal with Way Forward that they could put Shantae in as a
that
character.
was cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. I've played all the Shantae games. They're actually really good. So
I've played one and I thought it was fun.
Yeah, lots of fun stuff. So. And then I guess was that like that Smash clone game, that 8-bit Smash clone game, Rivals of Aether. A new patch came out, adds a new character, developer mode, and more.
Cool.
So definitely check that out if you want to learn more about the game. Check it out at rivalsofaether.com, and of course that is AETHER, ether.com.
Cool.
So, yep. So that's all the game news that I have coming up.
Alrighty.
I want to talk about some community news, which reminds me, look at me.
Ooh, yeah, you're going to keep on top of it?
Yeah, that's right. I like being on top of things. So here we go. Oops, not quite. I'm messing up. There we go. Yes. Okay, community.
Fantastic. All right, what do you got?
Infiltration was recognized by the Korean Esports Association for his international accomplishments as a fighting game player. So there was this KESPA award show ceremony, and Infiltration he won an award there. So he's won a KESPA award.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome to recognize him and such like that.
Yeah, fighting games there are obviously on the back burner compared to other games, League, StarCraft, etc. But very cool that they did that,
Yeah, absolutely. So
KESPA.
Yep, shout outs to Infiltration. This is also your weekly reminder that the Guilty Gear Crash Course from Novril Tataki still churning out those videos, man. I mean, once a week. It's really impressive stuff. This week he explains the whole game around grounded throws in Guilty Gear. There's a lot to it, like why they're so important and option selects and stuff like that. So, and even in the game they try to teach you the different option selects, like you do it with punch to do anti-air and throw, you do it with kick because it's usually faster, etc., etc. So lots of good stuff there. And then also weekly reminder that Lord Knight continues to write articles and lot of cool things. So the latest one that he has that you can find on Shoryuken.com is 5 things to think about if you want to do well at tournaments. So he's giving you some advice on how to perform at tournaments.
It's a really cool series. I'm happy that they do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously Lord Knight, lots of experience himself, lots of great success. So this was actually kind of neat. So they're releasing something called the Street Fighter II Definitive Soundtrack Remaster, and which is some people have actually gone and taken the original CPS1 the songs, and remastered them to sound as clear and crisp as possible.
Huh.
And in fact, the artist Yoko Shimomura has given approval of it, and says she likes what they did with it and stuff like that. So you can actually check this out on the website for I guess it's Bandcamp. So you can go to store.bravewave.net and you can check out some of the previews and stuff like that. Like I listened to some of the previews, like it's like super clear crystal sounding like CPS1 stuff.
Awesome.
You can only buy the 3-disc CD set and the digital version right now. They had vinyls, but those have all sold out.
Really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
So they've all sold out. So Very, very cool. I'm almost for certain gonna pick this up myself.
I could see you doing that.
I just can't decide whether I want the discs or just get the digital, because if I get the disc, it's gonna be cool to have all like the little trinkets and stuff that come with it. Then I'll put them in a box and I'll never see them again. But I'm a collector. I'm a collector. Earlier today, episode 3 of Cultivation came out, which was Snake Eyes in Japan.
Yes. What did you think? Did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
What were your thoughts?
Really
it's still cool looking. You know, they just have good direction, and there's even graphics. Like there was graphics at one point. I just think it's cool. There's a lot of money in there. I
think the way Hado Rick put it, I think it was him who said it, is he loves the way they integrate the game footage into the storytelling.
Yeah, right. They do that.
With Gokin, you know, he's sitting there, and then when the guy's like smacking Snake Eyes in the back with the stick.
Right.
But yeah, no, it was really cool.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah. Shout outs to them.
But more importantly, check out episode 2, the cut footage.
Oh yeah?
The cut footage.
I haven't.
It's like literally all me.
Oh, I did watch it.
Yeah.
I did watch it.
That's right. I didn't make it into
you rambled.
2.
I did, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you made it in there. You had the
beard.
Beard.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. So.
Yeah.
But it's amazing stuff. Yeah, just like someone said on in the chat, there's like nothing cringeworthy about it. It's so well done and so respectful.
Yes, yeah. It's definitely made by people who like fighting games. Like it's not some, as we were talking about before, like outside sort of esportsy fake BS. It's not like that. It really is not. Yeah.
Yeah, and having Vi just be the narrator really adds a lot of credence and credibility to it. So.
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously there's some shtick in there. There's like some corniness about it, but that doesn't mean it's not like good.
Yeah, that's true. My voice was in episode 3. It wasn't even for the event that they showed.
That's right. I saw that. Yeah.
I thought that was kind of funny.
That was funny.
And then finally, just kind of want to mention this, that we saw Mad Catz advertise potentially a small stick for travel and stuff like that.
Right.
Well, it looks like Hori kind of beat them to the punch here. This little fighting stick Mini 4 is now available at Arcade Shock. It's $40. Like, I almost just want to get one just to see what the quality is. And it'd just be nice to have something around so that you can have something just in case you're traveling around or whatever like that. But it works for the PlayStation 4 while retaining compatibility for PlayStation 3 as well. It's definitely more of a clicky stick, it looks like they describe it. So, I mean, it kind of looks like one. Like, I think you probably hear it go a little bit more with the joystick and stuff like that. So, but yeah, $40. So, really, really, really interesting to see how well this plays out.
Yeah, for sure. It's a good idea.
I also saw, actually, I don't have an article about this, but I think I saw that Hitbox are finally releasing a PlayStation 4 compatible Hitbox controller.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I think I saw something about that. I don't want to misspeak on that if that's not happening, but I definitely thought I saw, I think it was on Facebook or something like that, someone tweeting or posting about that. So there you go.
I wanted to mention a project that Kim1234, who is from the US but lives in Japan, and Shady K in the US.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And Logan Sama in the UK. So all on different continents.
Wow. Okay.
Are doing a project together called The Jump In. You can follow it on Twitter at The Jump In, or they're also on YouTube. I tweeted it out, or I retweeted it earlier. It's like a podcast that they're doing.
Oh, okay.
And somehow they found a time where UK, Japan, and Pacific time zone all work. I don't know.
Wow. Okay.
But so they had a spiel. They have an episode out on their thoughts on FGC commentary right now, and they're gonna release things over the coming days. So recommend you checking it out. I listened to it earlier. It was our pictures are on it, but it's not really about us.
Okay.
It's just their thoughts on things, and they are all old school folks who have different experiences, and they're in different locations. So it's cool to get their very different experiences on things. So it's just.
I think it's super important that
Yeah,
they
me
got
too.
a Europe, a Japan, and a US.
Same here. I think that's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
It is very cool.
So I'm excited to see what they do. I think that's very cool. Again, on Twitter at @thejumpin, TheJumpin.
Okay.
And check it out there. And there's a link to their first episode. They said that they're going to put them out every couple of days. It's pretty short. It's 15 minutes.
There you go. Someone put up a link that says PS4 Hitbox now accepting pre-orders.
Cool.
So there you go. Thank you, Sultan Cobra, for that link. So that is why it's awesome to have a live show like this, because then people can do the research for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about? Any games that you've been playing? Still Hearthstone?
World of Warcraft.
Oh, you're back in the World of Warcraft.
Well, when am I not in the world?
That's right.
Over the last year, I've been grinding it out, trying to become a miner.
But you're too old already to be a miner.
Boy, I'm trying to become a blacksmith.
But
you don't have anything? Come
you're
on.
already a white Graham. Come on.
All right. Okay. All right. I get it. Anyways, I've just been working on gathering professions lately.
Right.
That's it.
Okay,
That's my news. Any other games that I've been playing? I've been playing Rising Thunder, actually.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah, I've been playing Rising Thunder. In fact, on this channel, I've streamed now a couple of times. Just open public lobbies. You can open a lobby, and it has like a string of numbers or letters associated with it, the title of the lobby.
Right.
And you just paste that lobby in, and you can get into that lobby. So I tweeted out, anybody can join who wants to, and there have been some good players who have popped in. So.
How many people can fit in a lobby?
I have no idea, but there were something like 7 or 8 people in there at one point.
Okay, cool.
So at least that many. Yeah, it is cool. It is cool. I don't see how Talos isn't the best. I don't know. I'm not sure, but
if I went back in the game,
that's not true. So.
If I went back in there, I would 100% play Talos right now.
I remember when the game came out, I felt like Talos versus Vlad was such a tough matchup for Talos.
It was.
Now I feel like it's a blow-up. Talos blows Vlad up.
And that's just because of armored anti-air,
It's
right?
not just... That's a big part of it. But even on top of that now, I just am not worried about things. I'm just blocking.
Interesting.
Or I have buttons out. I don't know. Anyway. It's been cool to see how things have changed because, when I took some months off from the game, so I came back and different characters had new special moves and stuff. Fun game. Obviously, it's free to play. You can go check it out at risingthunder.com.
Yeah, I haven't played it in a while, so...
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how he's not the best. That's not even that... I'm not trying to say that he's, OP or anything. I just honestly... It's like a confused sort of thing. I feel like I'm wrong because everybody who plays the game assures me that he doesn't win every matchup, but I don't see it yet. So I'm gonna keep playing until I figure it out.
I think he's just gonna be amazing at the start because grappler with one button specials and
it's not at the start anymore, man. These people have been playing for
it's actually
3 or 4 months. Or longer than that. Right?
See, I'm still not sure if the players who are playing the game are Rising Thunder players yet or Street Fighter players playing Rising Thunder. I need to jump on again and see how that goes.
Well, I know what you mean.
Yeah, because the one thing is I still see people getting jumped at and they don't uppercut.
You're right.
Right? And no one jumps at Zangief. He lariats everybody. I use that to beat him with... I used to use that with EX dive kick with Cammy.
Right.
You jump on him and every Zangief had the reaction to lariat you, so you just EX dive and you kill him, right?
Right.
So if everyone who's playing Edge or Chell just thought of it like they had a Zangief lariat, there should be no reason you should ever block a jump in this game if you have that meter built. It just shouldn't happen. And I still see people playing like they're thinking that they need time to do the uppercut motion. So in the same moments that they would not do an uppercut, they would not do an uppercut with Edge.
Yeah.
And that's going to go away eventually once you get true Rising Thunder players. So that's my opinion.
No, you might be right.
That's my opinion. So.
You might be right. Already with Talos, as soon as I see it, like I've caught people on the way up in their jump step. Like, I'm like, bam, snatch you out of there. It's so easy.
Mm-hmm.
So, man.
Okay.
Very good character. I also think that Crow is weak, but everybody assures me that is also not the case.
Well, wasn't he really weak before, and then he got better? He got buffed a bunch.
Yeah, he got buffed,
like that,
but
so.
I don't know. He seems weak to me. Anyway, this is probably all wrong, but you know, it's this sort of thing where coming back to it, I just don't understand why I'm wrong yet.
About Talos
and Crow.
And Crow, okay.
Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll figure it out.
Cool.
What have you been playing lately?
Nothing.
Oh.
Nothing, to be honest. Well, Final Fantasy Record
Oh,
Keeper.
yes.
I've been playing that, but the other thing that I've also been doing is I've been watching a lot of Jessica Jones. No spoilers.
Oh, I've heard good things.
That is not, like, it is unlike any Marvel thing that they've ever done.
Yeah?
Like, seriously, like, 5 or 10 minutes into the first episode, you're like, God, you cannot have children anywhere near this show.
Really?
Like, it's a flat rated R show, pretty much, practically. So, I mean, it's really good, though. And I'm like 11 out of 13 episodes into it, and, like, shit is just going down right now. And I'm just like the last episode, I was just like, what the hell? So, yeah, it's good stuff. It's
cool, man.
So it just came out on Friday, so obviously I've been binging this thing.
Right.
So yeah, because that's the worst thing about this Netflix show, you know, paradigm, is nothing stopping you from watching it and keeping on going. So when you watch a regular TV show, you watch it, you have to wait the next week. You don't have that to control you, so it's like really easy to end up binging.
I've been doing that lately
Yeah.
with Ken Burns documentaries.
That's just as good as Jessica Jones, for sure.
Right now I'm about to finish the Roosevelts, and I watched the war and Civil War, and you know. I think there's one on baseball I haven't seen yet. So.
Okay.
Okay. It's good. It's
cool.
good.
It's cool. Ken Burns is good stuff.
I imagine you agree with me all the times you watch.
Yeah. I have the Ken Burns jazz soundtrack, so.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. He did a documentary on jazz. It's like a 5-disc thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
There you go. So.
That sounds like you might be serious.
I do. I literally have it.
Okay.
I do have it. So. Okay. I will mention this though. I've been promising to play Until Dawn on stream for the longest of time. This Thanksgiving break, I'm gonna try to play it on Saturday probably. I'll probably start it on the evening here, like maybe 5 or 6 o'clock, and then just try to get through the whole game. Because I heard the game's like 6 hours long, 6-7 hours long if you just play through it. So I'm gonna just try to play through it. I want to do it on Halloween. Obviously, we were unable to do that on Halloween weekend and stuff. Or even the weekend before that was the beta, all the stuff. So Thanksgiving, hopefully I'll have time, so I'll be able to play that. And then on one of the other days, I'm also gonna either try to play Splatoon, try to finish, like actually continue Transformers, or maybe even start Rise of the Tomb Raider, because I really, really want to play that game. So I'll stream some of those games, hopefully this weekend. So there you go.
Are you gonna do Black Friday stuff?
I have never done Black Friday stuff, like in my life. It's just not worth it to me.
I did it a couple of times just for the experience.
That's it. Really?
Just to see what it was like. And haven't done it since then.
The closest I ever came was one of those like two or three weekends in a row of midnight runs to Target to try to get a Wii when it first came out. And God, although the story that came out of me successfully finally getting the Wii was probably epic. Like, I am so happy that I did it just because of the story that took place for that particular day. It's a long story. I've actually written the whole thing on my old blog from a long time ago. So if you really want to read the story, go to jchensor.blogspot.com and go search for my quest for the Wii. And it was just such a funny day. It was like one of those sitcom days, like everything crazy was going on and stuff like that. So, but I don't want to do Black Friday stuff. I don't have the patience for it. So
the only time that I've sat in a line to get a game or anything like that, it was Warcraft 3. I don't know why there was such a big line for it in retrospect. but it must have been. I don't really remember that well, but it must have been like really hyped up. I don't recall. It must have been, because why else would I have done that? What?
Is it him or was it some? There's a video where these news people go to the line of a Best Buy. It was for Warcraft 3 or World of Warcraft or something like that, and they interviewed Mike Ross, who was in line for it.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's like this video out there that it just happened to be Mike Ross that they interviewed for this news thing. God, does anybody have any links to that? I'm trying to find it right now. Oh man.
Doom.
Oh, was it
Doom
Doom?
3.
It was a Doom 3. Okay, there you go.
You can look it up right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find it.
You should. Yeah, check it out.
Oh yeah, there you go. Can I play the sound on this one?
Yeah, why not?
I can play the sound on this one, right?
Probably
okay,
fine.
Okay. Hang on a second. Let me change this really quick here.
Why does Mike Ross always get interviewed randomly?
I don't know, but it just happens to him all the time.
He just has some life where it just happens to happen, yeah.
Alright, here we go. Guys, apologize if the sound is too loud. Hopefully it's not too bad.
Doom series may only be celebrating its third installment, but you'd be hard-pressed to find a franchise that carries more weight. So when Doom 3 was released at midnight on August 3rd, we hit the town to see what some very faithful fans were willing to do to get it.
It's a very exciting event. This is the Midnight Madness program at Best Buy. Doom 3 is on sale. We've got a few hundred people lined up ready to get the first copies of Doom. We're very excited. This is a good turnout. I mean, everyone's been anticipating Doom for a long time, a lot of pent-up excitement, and it's great to see the fans come out and get their first copies of Doom.
Amazing things will happen here soon.
We have about 1,000 pieces of the unit. We're giving out free shirts. We're opening up the doors. Allow as many customers as we can to come in to buy the game.
Don't worry, they'll get their product.
I got here tonight at about 10:35 p.m. in this nice cold line. I was a fan of the original Doom series. It was actually the first game I ever bought for a PC. Tomorrow I have to work at about 6 p.m., so it gives me about a good 12 hours of game time.
I've been in my line about 20 minutes so far, but everybody else came in a lot earlier.
I'm here because these two guys really wanted to actually come and be the first ones to get the copies. So I went along with them and thought, why not? So I've been here since about 10 o'clock, standing in line.
I'm the last person in line. I came in and I saw these people waiting and there was no seats or anything, so I decided to wait in my car. Fell asleep for a while, came back out and I saw this huge line, so figuring, oh well, time to get back to life. I've always followed the games, especially the Quake series, but Doom 3 is like a milestone as far as technology goes.
Yeah. I like the little askew footage of the Doom at the end. It's like all at an angle. Doom 3.
Now, did Mike Ross really say he was fourth in line, or were people just saying that in chat?
Oh, no, he didn't.
Okay.
That channel was Mike Ross fan. Do you see the channel name?
Yeah, Mike Ross fan. So I just typed in Doom 3 line Mike Ross, and it was the first thing that came up in Google. Google seriously is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. It's very yeah. Oh man, but yeah, like he's just Mike Ross is like everywhere.
It just happens for him. Yeah.
It's like he was born with that in the cards to be like a personality kind of thing. So
as much as he doesn't want it, it's just his fate. It's fate.
So yeah, okay. Well, after that, I don't think there's anything left to do. So.
Apparently, happy birthday to Toshin.
Oh, nice. Okay, good stuff.
Congrats. So things are going better over there. Is that about it?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. I'm probably not going to finish this salad. I'm really full, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
All I can do is smell it, and I haven't had dinner again like I normally don't, so I need to go get some food.
Yeah, James usually eats after the show.
Yeah, I don't have time. I just come home and have to get set up and everything like that. So.
All right. Well, thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time.
Peace out. Oh, have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Have a happy Thanksgiving for people who will have it.
That's right. Peace out, everybody.